Good morning, children. Welcome to online class. Children, in previous class, I given you definition of fraction, mixed fraction, equivalent fraction. And before, I given you some assignment work. But I noticed that when I given you assignment work, some students have little bit doubt. So first, I want to clear that doubts related to multiples and factors. First doubt is, what is the full form of CF and full form of HCF? The CF, that means C4 common factor, and H, that means highest common factor. CF common factor, and second one is the highest common factor. One question related to this is I given one question and told you to find the common factor, highest common factor. Question is 15 and 22, like that. So what I told you in this case, first we have to do find out the factor of 15. Right here, factor of 15. What is the factor of 15? How to find? 1. You have to read the table and see in which table it will be 15. So 1 is a common number, and afterwards 3, afterwards 5, afterwards 15. And factor of 22. What is the factor of 22? 1, 2, 11 and 22. See, what is the common? I told you, students, 1 is the common number. Comes in each number. 1, 1. Here, what is the common factor? Common factor of 15 and 22 is 1. So, highest common factor, what is the highest common factor? 1. That is the answer. So, now start the new chapter, fraction. Already I given you definition of fraction. What is the fraction? What is the mixed fraction? What is the equivalent fraction? How to find the equivalent fractions? Everything I written and given you in notes. But today once again I will explain you. Our topic is fraction. So students, what is fraction? Fraction is a part of whole. Fraction is a part of whole. Suppose this one is a circle, and if you divided it 4 parts, then this part is 1 by 4, this part is 1 by 4, this part is 1 by 4, and this part is 1 by 4. And this, when you will add 1 by 4, 1 by 1 by 4, see here 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that will be the 4 by 4, that is 1, means 1 complete whole. So fraction, that is a part of whole, and fraction must have numerator and denominator. Fraction have numerator and denominator. Students, if this one is a 3 by 4, that is the one I taken one fraction. Here numerator, what is the numerator? Which number is numerator? Which number is denominator? Here upper number, that is numerator, and D4 down number, that is denominator. D4 down and D4 denominator. So you remember it, the down number is denominator and then upper number is numerator. See, upper number is numerator and down number is denominator. Students, how in this chapter, through this chapter, we will learn how to find the equivalent fraction, how to find how to add, subtract, multiply and divide of the given fraction. Okay. Now, a mixed fraction. What is the mixed fraction? Students, mixed fraction is a quantity consisting of 2 parts. Mixed fraction is a quantity consisting of 2 parts. One is integer and other part is fraction. One example I will explain you. Example is 4. This one is a 1 by 2. Means here what I told, mixed fraction, This one is the example of mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. Okay, 4 1 by 2. That means here it consisting in two parts. First part is this 4 and second part is 1 by 2. This one is the second part. First part is integer number, whole number, and second part is in the fraction given. Means when it consists two parts, one is integer and other is a fraction. That is called the mixed fraction. All. What is the equivalent fraction? Equivalent fractions which represent the same part of a whole are called equivalent fraction. Fractions which represent the same part of whole are called equivalent fractions. Students, if what is the improper fraction, what is the proper fraction? Here mixed fraction I explain you. Improper fraction. Next is the proper fraction. See here, improper fraction means numerator is always greater than denominator. Numerator is here, numerator is greater than denominator. Numerator is greater. Improper fraction, numerator is always greater than denominator, and in proper fraction, numerator is always less than denominator. Numerator is less than denominator. That means denominator is greater than numerator. You can write. Okay. Improper fraction, numerator is greater. That means 7 by 3. Here numerator upper number, that is 7, and denominator, that is a 3. So 7 is greater than 3. This one is an example of improper fraction. And proper fraction is here numerator less than denominator, means 3 by 7. Then it will be the proper fraction. Once again I told you, improper fraction, that means numerator is always greater than denominator, and proper fraction, numerator is always less than the denominator fraction. Students, now first we will start with how to find equivalent fraction. How to find equivalent fraction. It is very easy to find the equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. 1 by 4. I told you to write the 5 equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. So what you have to do? Nothing. You have to multiply it with next number, not multiply with 1, because if you will multiply with 1, same number will be, same fraction will become. So we will start with 2. 1 by 4 equivalent, you have to write here equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. That is 1 by 4, what we have to do? Multiply with this one, 2 by 2. 2 by 2, then 2 1 is 2, and this one will be the 2 by 8. Again 1 by 4, what we have to do? Next number is 3 by 3. 3 1 is 3, 3 4 is 12. Again 1 by 4. 1 by 4 multiply 4 by 4. That is 4 by 16. See here. These are the equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. Equivalent fraction of 1 by 4. That is, here you can write equivalent fraction of 1 by 4 is 2 by 8, 3 by 12, 4 by 16. 2 by 8, 3 by 12, and 4 by 16, like that 5 by 20, like that. Infinite equivalent fractions we can find. So for finding the equivalent fraction, we have to multiply the number. Same number we have to multiply with numerator and denominator. Then next equivalent fraction we will get. How to find the equivalent fraction? By multiplying the same number with numerator and denominator of the given fraction, numerator and denominator. Here suppose equivalent fraction of 7 by 5. So what we have to do? Multiply with 2 by 2. That is 14 by 10. Again 7 by 5. Then next equivalent fraction will be 3 by 3. That is 21 by 15. That means we have to multiply with the same number with numerator and denominator, then we will get the equivalent fraction. That is all. And how to write this? In your book, some picture is given and some shaded parts are given here. How to write so in fractions? See, this one is a one box. It is divided into this part. Okay, and here this part is the shaded. So how to write this picture in fraction? The students, see here, first we have to count how many boxes are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total boxes is 9. So in the down, in place of denominator, you write the total number 9. And see how many are shaded here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So you write in the upper number as a numerator, you write 4. So this one is the fraction of 4. This diagram 4 by 9. Same way, if one circle is given and it is divided into 4 parts, one part is shaded, how to write? First, what I told you, you have to write here how many parts, that is you have to write in the down 1, 2, 3, 4. Total parts is 4 here, and how many parts is shaded here? 1. So we will write here 1. 1 by 4. Okay. Like that we have to write different diagrams is given. Here suppose this one is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These two parts are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many total parts? 6. How many shaded? 1, 2. So 2 by 6. You can use this number and you can write 1 by 3. So these are the way to find the number, and so two things we learn here: how to find the equivalent fraction, how to write the shaded part of the given diagram.